Hi guys, Alex Forte here, the Art of Simple Golf. So today I'm coming from Shrigley Hall here in Cheshire, and it's a wonderful place, wonderful hotel, wonderful golf course, wonderful scenery. You're going to see a little bit about it today. Now, we're on the first tee, haven't warmed up, rushed after breakfast to come onto here, shoot a couple of videos for you. We've got the big dog out. What do we do? Well, it's very easy to be tight, to be restricted, to, the common error, whether you've hit 100 balls or not, is to come too steep and down into the ball. But what can we do if we haven't hit lots of practice shots? What can we ensure that we can do as far as sensation-wise to make sure that we strike up but still get through the ball correctly? Today I'm going to give you a couple of things to help that. Number one is going to be right here, and then the second one is actually a practice swing that you're going to do just while you're waiting to tee off, okay? And I'll show you that. We'll move the camera and I'll show you that in a second. But number one is basically, it's so simple. I've talked about this before, but too often we see this setup where people just sort of very direct over, straight lines here. We don't want that. We don't want straight lines, because what about this setup looks like I'm trying to hit this object on the upswing, that I'm trying to send it that way? It more or less, wouldn't you say, especially if we're sort of over the right side is dominant like this. We're going to do another video where we want the right arm under just a little bit here to help that swing path. But if we're like this, over the top, okay, where does it look like that shot is going to go? Sort of low and left, isn't it? I'm not hitting that way, but we're going low and left. So what do we need to do to sort of change that round? Do I just kind of twist my shoulders like this and that's what we'll see? It's like, yeah, you got to close your shoulders, lean back a little bit so that we kind of see this awkward kind of position here, right? Very, very easy. What we do instead, as we set up to the ball, all I want you to think about is this spine angle, just tilting it to the side, but lowering your rib cage, your right rib cage, down towards your hip. So we're just tilting a bit that way, and you can do it just by sliding the right hand at address, sliding the right hand down to the knee. Okay, so now we've moved to the side of the tee box, waiting for someone to tee off. We've talked about trying to hit it on the upswing, making sure we get behind it. The reason why we've moved here is because it emphasizes that. And just by striking a tee peg, you can not only practice the type of swing feel that you want, but it's, especially if you haven't hit balls beforehand, it kind of gives you a bit of a cheat because you're still striking an object, okay? So we've got the setup position. But if we go back to how you might normally tee up, where it's sort of over the top here, that's going to really encourage me to hit, down and into the ball beforehand. So we have to compensate. We're going to move and follow the slope. I mean, it's not a huge slope, but it's enough to really feel it. Most tee boxes will have it. So we've got that upslope. The hips are aligned to it. The shoulders are a little bit more so. I've moved my rib cage down a little bit. So I'm in this dynamic position here. And the idea is that when I make a golf swing now, I won't hit the ground beforehand. I will just hit the tee peg. So as I make my swing, okay, I'm going to strike that tee peg. Now, of course, I'm hanging back a little bit, but that's the idea. We want to be striking on the upswing. We want to still be trying to get through it. And yes, I'm going to come off balance because it's this upslope. And especially with a longer club, that's going to accentuate it. But doing this a few times to really make sure that you're waiting for it just a little bit more, giving yourself a little bit more time from the top as you swing through, so you're not rushing from the beginning. Very key off the first tee to feel like you're taking it back, wait, and then swing through, okay? You do that, you're going to have a smoother swing, just waiting a little bit more, but you're going to be striking it on the upswing with the driver. Not only good for the first tee, good for all of the holes. So give that a try. Let me know how you get on. Please like, subscribe, and click the little bell for notifications. If you have any questions, just leave them below. Thanks.